You get those ants crawling all over your body. What's up, everybody? We got this workout brought to you by Morph X5. No, it's brought to you by Hunter Sansone.
What's up, y'all?
Yes, this is my castmate in safety, which every third comment asks, yes, I am that guy from safety. And yes, this is that guy from safety.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, he turned 30, grew a beard, and said, get up out my face.
Let's go.
Yes.
Threw on a vest and turned 30,
Just
man.
wait till he has some more caffeine and I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's some shady stimulants in here that are not supposed to be. Remember Jack 3D? Did you ever?
You know, I've heard of it, but I never touched it. How'd you feel
Oh,
with
dude,
it?
that was some of my best college football games. Just
Seeing you across from me, I'd probably turn around and just run.
jaw jacking. A quarter. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever you think.
he just had a coffee before.
Yeah,
He's a little more sensitive to caffeine than I am.
Yeah.
And hasn't built his tolerance up to an inappropriate level, such as I. Hunter lives in LA now. He, for a little bit, was out here in Nashville. He's visiting his folks, and he came to pay me a visit to get a giant pump
Let's go.
coursing through our chests, shoulders, and arms, all the show muscles that the actors like to hit. And, you know, we're not doing any shirtless scenes anytime soon, so we'll just skip the abs for today. Potentially 2 days ago, Hook. Have you seen Hook in a while?
Oh, which one? The old school one?
The old school one.
Oh,
with
wow.
Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
It is such a good rewatch if you haven't seen it.
I have not watched it in a while, but
Steven Spielberg.
no way.
Yeah, so not this past time, but the one before. I was like, dude, I forgot how magical this movie was. I remember loving it as a kid. My first nightmare was Captain Hook laughing in the background of my dream.
The fact that you can recall a childhood nightmare.
I still remember telling my parents what it was. I said, yeah, and I was scared, and it was on a ship, and Captain Hook, oh. And I remember my dad dying laughing. And anyway, so I rewatched it. I'm like, dude, how is this so good? And the credits hit, and the first thing it says, directed by Steven Spielberg. And I was like, well, no wonder.
Yeah,
I
now
had
it
no
makes
idea.
sense. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So, hey, look at that.
Cheers,
All
brother.
right, cheers to pumps and to bigger
Wieners?
pumps
Oh,
and
pumps. To friendship. I realized I've got a little bit of BO, so I'm gonna go take care of that and go peeps.
Love it.
And
I'm gonna hold down the fort.
yeah, okay. Be careful. I don't know if you might need this one going if you want to like take a stroll. I'll probably stop the video so they don't have to hear me going.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
probably best,
yeah.
and I'll just.
So then they also don't have to see you writing that. This is an interesting note. I was going peeps, and I didn't even think about it until I was in the middle of it. Is that you know how you have unconscious habits and patterns?
Mm-hmm.
My wife has me so well trained that I found myself without even thinking, just on the taking toilet paper and wiping off the ground because we temporarily don't have one of those mats below the toilet.
Right,
and it's tile, so it glistens. The light glistens off of it, so you can see all the little spritz.
Wow, it's like art.
Yeah, and so it was just so crazy to know that, like, no matter what, if you can't see it or not, anyone with a dong is spritzing every time they pee.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if you're so well put together and wearing a business suit in your daily life, and people say that guy's got it going, like he's peeing everywhere.
I don't know if I could have gone through my day without that knowledge that I just gained.
Yeah.
So
well, it's just So like, if you ever just want to be like, hey, that guy bleeds red too, he's peeing all over the place too.
Right.
Yeah. Also, a nice pee hack. Have you ever been to a urinal and you pee and it's bouncing back and it's hitting you on the shins?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you go into the side, it's like a half pipe, so then it just nicely rolls right through.
Yep. That's a beautiful experience.
You've noticed
it just glides. Yeah. It's like a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silhouettes.
So good times. All right. You want to go get a lift in?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Show the way, my liege.
All right.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. How did your scene go the other day? I forgot about this.
Oh, they were fine. We're good. It was a quick shoot.
I'll backstory it a little bit. Hunter hit me up.
Yeah, I can't give out the details of it,
Oh, okay.
but
He had to have a shirtless scene essentially,
yes,
and he hit me up for some last minute like advice to look more buff and
it
more
worked.
awesome.
It
And
worked.
It worked.
Yep,
Good.
it did. He gave me some tips. I got some bands out. Had some bands in the trailer.
What'd you hit?
That helped. Just some old biceps. I just put them on the foot. Little
Yeah.
action here. That's all I needed. So Miles is the fitness expert, as you all already know, and so he's just going to guide me through his chamber of love
Yeah.
today, and I'm
Well,
going to try to,
I'll I'll show you some of the meathead tricks I do before scenes, and this can show
Perfect.
them a little bit of what I do. So what Hunter was
meathead
just,
tricks.
what Hunter was just talking about, put the band under your foot like so. If you can see that, okay. You got quick eyes. Boom. You can spread it out even further if you want more resistance. Grab down lower if you want more resistance. So boom, bicep. You can do single arm, boom. And then another great thing to do, lateral raise. And again, you can adjust the tension by choking down further on the grip or letting go progressively. Say I'm get here and I'm starting to fail. Now I'll just loosen it up a little bit. Keep going, keep going. It's like a drop set built into the band. Most of the time I'm in a hurry, so I'd probably go without.
Oh, there you go.
Around the back. I don't know if they can see that, but
2, 3.
with the push-ups, I'll go standard, 10 reps. Sometimes I'll go wide, 10 reps right after. Bring it in, close grip, 10 reps. And then here's a little trick. Put your hands out a little further, and it's almost like an overhead press-up extension, body weight.
Oh, that'll burn.
You know, boom. Just burn that out there. Scoot your toes up a little more. Shoulder. It's more of a shoulder press. So you get those front delts pumped up real good.
Right. You guys can use this at any point. It doesn't have to be for a shirtless scene in a movie. I mean, you could just be wanting to look a little extra buff for your lady before dinner or after dinner.
Yeah.
It depends on the circumstances. But, she walks in, you're in the kitchen doing some tricep stands, but
Or a great application too is if you're an identical twin,
right.
and
Like
you
us.
want to differentiate yourself, and every time you go out in public, you go to the bathroom real quick, and then you step into the scene, and you're bigger than your brother, and people
Right.
notice it. That's how they
They're like,
differentiate.
oh, the bigger one.
Yeah. So not
Yeah.
only are you putting yourself up, you're putting him down. Just kidding. Boom. And you can do these for the rear delts as well, and get some of that upper back. We'll go with the barbell flat bench press, and then we're going to go to an incline machine press. Potentially do a kind of a push-up situation afterwards, depending on how awesome we're feeling.
Maybe a contest, maybe not,
Yeah,
always
stick around.
depends. Yeah.
Stick around. And then we'll do some lateral raise with a bicep tricep complex at the end. What actor doesn't like push day? You know what I mean?
I'd have to agree. And then we're going to finish off with the Murph challenge. 1 mile run, 300 squats, 200.
Hey, they don't. We don't.
No. Anyway, so it'll be a push day.
It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It'll be a good push day.
Well, we might do the Murph. I just don't. I can't. I don't
Yeah.
have enough battery. Or something.
Right.
Hunter might surprise you. He's got a really good bench press strength for. You were almost at 2x body weight for a minute there.
Yep.
Was it 315 that you put up?
300 when I was 155.
Yes.
And now I'm 160. I'm at a clean 160. And we'll see what, I don't know what kind of weight I can put up, but
Yeah.
I don't think we're trying to max today, but we are going to
Throw it around a little bit.
throw some weight.
Yeah. Forgot about the music.
Let's go.
All right.
So honestly, guys, I'm just kind of here as a charity favor to Miles. I don't really know if he has much content.
Dude, I'm just so pumped you're here, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
great.
No,
I
it'll
talked to your dad, and he said, "Yeah, Hunter could make it," and so that was sick. And
yeah,
And,
no, really looking forward to it. Let me grab my pre-workout.
that's buzz. He said the donation was just for your charity. It wasn't like
Yeah.
friendship, like Macaulay.
No. It was an animal charity I work with.
Yeah.
Thanks for donating to that.
Because I told him at first it made me feel like Richie Rich, a little bit vibes where
Like paying for friendship?
yeah.
No.
See, I knew that he would never do it like that. I knew it. Oh, we forgot to do our little warm up.
Oh, let's do it. Warm up. Music.
Okay. What are you in the mood for?
What do you like? Do you like country? Do you like rap? What
A
do you
little
into?
bit. I've been
You
on.
like
they all know
Beethoven?
I've been big on this $1 Million Baby song.
Oh, is it the one with Morgan Wallen?
No, it's the.
No. Wait, doesn't he have a Morgan Wallen song?
You heard this one? Good man. I hope I'm breaking your virgin ears on this one, because immediately it makes you want to dance, doesn't it?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. 10 regular width. Just kind of crank them out. Then switch to a wide grip. Do 10 again. And then a narrow grip, like a kind of a diamond push-up after. Now go back to this regular position, and then scoot your feet up. We'll do like that shoulder push-up. 10 of those. I'll do like a little hands out kind of tricep press. So that was a 50 rep warm up there. Cause I wanna make it.
I feel the pump.
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel the burn. Ah. All right.
I don't know what this song is. It's making me feel a little weird right off the bat. No, I'm not doing it. Not gonna.
Anyways, as I was saying earlier, I'm just kind of here for Miles. I heard he's been having a tough time, struggles to get out socially, so I was asked as a favor to be here. And honestly, he's a great dude.
Whatever he said, it's the most truest thing you've ever heard. Here, I'll take pink because it matches my shirt and my tongue. And you can take pink because this one, or it's because that's the other one that we have.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Get it going. Set us off.
Hit. Oh, sometimes you feel the bounce in your chest. I feel like I could throw that through the roof.
There he is.
I just know it's going to be one of those days. I'm going to probably have to touch some heavy weight today. You know?
Nothing wrong with that.
The nervous system it's extra nervous. I felt really nervous today. They call it, I think it could be anxiety. I felt like I didn't like it, how I felt.
I think they get it.
Okay. But now I think it's transferring into a good way through iron. Remember those wristbands that they put like iron or something in them, the Livestrong ones? And it turned out that there was just they were faking you out because they were priming your body to do something. And it was weak at first, and then it primed because of nervous systems. 185. I was gonna
say 185 or 205.
Okay. Yeah. Let's throw this green one on here. That's my Ninja Turtles plate.
Beautiful.
Makes me feel nostalgia. But yeah, Hunter hit me up on the last shoot he did. He had a shirtless scene to do. I'm not going to give away any other details, but he was hitting me up for some tips to look full, to do the right things if there was any kind of last minute things he could do to look better without his shirt on in the scene. And in many words, long story short, I basically told him don't really change much up of anything. A lot of times what actors will do is they know they have a shirtless scene at some point in the shoot. They kind of know relatively when it's going to be. And they don't really kind of prepare for it, and then they try to starve themselves 2 days before the shoot, and they're just not going to the crafty table, and they're not really doing anything, which is going to make you look worse than had you not done anything at all. and just stayed regular, because now you depleted your whole body of the glycogen that fills up your muscles and makes them look bigger, and your abs included. So if you have just a little bit too much of a layer of fat, but your abs are filled with glycogen and you kind of pump everything up right before, you're going to show a little more abs, then you're just going to look more skinny fat, essentially, if you empty your body of glycogen and stop eating right before the shoot. So best thing to do is to slowly kind of cut down, get as lean as you can, maintain your muscle, lift heavy enough to keep and retain the muscle, and then actually kind of carb up big the day and or the night before that shoot. So now it fills, because you're going to be a little depleted from a cut. Now you fill everything with glycogen. You're not going to be spilling over into fat in that period of time. You look real full, real juicy, real awesome.
Worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt great.
Was the lighting real good on set too?
It was a little bit of a darker tone.
Which is great.
Yeah, so yeah, it worked.
Yeah, which is going to cast the shadows, make it look leaner.
Absolutely. Yep. So,
that's great,
yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Thank you, brother. It was helpful.
Get it, Miles.
Let's go.
If you want, I'll throw that clip on that side too.
Oh, sure.
These
Oh, did I leave the clip off? My bad.
No, you're good.
I didn't realize we were using them. I'm so used to not using them because I lift by myself. So in case I get in trouble, I want to be able to ditch them.
Yeah, that's smart.
You know?
Yeah, smart.
So.
See, the way I see it is, if I couldn't get the weight up, I don't deserve to get out of jail free card. I just get crushed by it.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to live with myself.
Either make the weight or die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually never failed a bench press in my life, believe it or not.
Here, let's get you behind me on this.
Yep.
I'm going to try to no lift off, just in case I call for help on a few extras.
Yeah, buddy.
I got it. I got it on the
you got
lift.
this, bud? There you go. Yeah. Good. Attaboy. Yeah, he's a that's you. Attaboy. Look at that. That's still you. Good. Good set, dude.
All right. Woo. Gotta feel the burn. If it's not burning, you're not earning.
Dude, that wasn't my better chin angle. Is it okay?
Is it recording? Look this way. Keep it on.
Okay.
Just spot me. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to go for 2 to 5.
Smart.
2 to 5.
Give yourself a range.
Did you hit 10?
No, that's still like a warm up. So I think I just did like 5.
I'm just going to try to do what I can. You can help me on this for a lift. And my first rep may look weak, but that's usually how I get going.
Okay.
So just so you know.
Puppy.
3, 2, 1.
There you go. You got it. Help. There we
go. Damn it.
Who's the dancing?
Yep.
Energy. You had 3 in you until. Yeah. It's all about the perspective. We still got a song.
We celebrate even if we can't make weight. See, this is kind of what I do, Miles. I don't know about you.
I used to do that with my glasses. Went back in the elementary, and they would do the twist, and they'd do it, and then they'd say, "Hey, sick bowl cut idiot, go home." And I said, "You guys, I'll catch you guys friends later." And then I would see them at the bus stop the next morning.
Right.
And they beat me up. But it was out of a friendship.
Wow.
They said it was like tough love.
Wow.
So
Happy for you.
I don't want. Hey Hunter, tell the people a little bit about your acting career and what you've done, what you've been in, and where you're headed, what your vision is, and
Absolutely.
how you see yourself fitting in, and how you're getting there.
Well, first off,
Answer maybe one question at a time, but
I'll try. Thank you. First off, I'll start with how me and this guy met. I don't know if you already shared that in the beginning of the video or not, but we both got cast in a little film called Safety out on Disney Plus. I think he recently posted a clip of us. I was the Italian Daniel Morelli. I was the roommate to what was his name? Not the actor, but the character. The lead. Ray McElrathbey from Clemson. I was his roommate in it, and Big Miles here was the alpha, the captain on the football team. Gave us a hard time. Had a cool arc though, because he ended up being a good guy at the end. But anyways, we met on that. Got casted, met in Atlanta together. Got to film in Atlanta together for 2.5 months, something like that. And yeah, man, we just stayed in touch. My dad lives in College Grove, Tennessee. And Big Miles here is in Nashville, which is not far. I mean, technically, they're both on the outskirts of Nashville. And then, yeah, I ended up on a show called Stargirl on CW and HBO Max. I got to play a superhero.
3 seasons?
3 seasons.
Yeah. Show
Show went for 3 seasons. It was a dream. I had so much fun. Got to work with amazing people and got to do stunts and all sorts of physical stuff.
Yes.
So, yeah, I did that. I've been on a show called SWAT, CBS. Bunch of different independent films and
Just shot a film this past month.
yeah, just shot a film for Hulu and 20th Century Studios that'll be coming out hopefully next year about the woman who founded Bumble, the dating app, starring Lily James.
He can't say any more than that.
I can't give you details on my
He had
involvement.
to sign an NDA, and if he breaks it, that means they get to take him to their next sacrifice ritual.
And they actually hired him to be the one who initiates the sacrifice.
Whoa.
So
No.
yeah,
Didn't they?
a
I'm
little,
gonna check my email.
it's
in a
kind of
little
naughty, honestly, the manner of the sacrifice.
bit. He's not in the Illuminati yet. But if he breaks his yeah.
Anyways, so enjoy the workout.
Start doing doubles, I think.
Yeah.
As I work my way up, doubles and
This is some
singles.
fucking
and
crazy weight.
See if I can touch 4 plates today, you know?
That's
For a couple.
insane.
We'll see.
Come on, Tank. Yeah, that's crazy. What music do you like? Do you like Michael Jackson?
I'm game. Oh yeah. I don't really need anything hard until my max out set, really. That's kind of how I've been doing things lately. I'm basically
Right.
I just build up to like a heavy single or heavy double, and then I get some volume in after that. Like
I get pumped up to all sorts of weird music. It can be some good old throwback MJ. It could be some rap, some country, some Morgan Wallen.
well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. They think you're listening to like Korn.
Right.
A lot of like football players, it's
Right.
like the calm before the storm. You're listening to something.
3, 2, 1.
There it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's your-
Why does that feel off balance? Like one rep max. One rep max.
The last time I tried, it was 405 for a single, which isn't great for me. I kind of fell off.
What have
I
you
wasn't
hit
doing it for a
before?
while, but
What's the highest you've hit in your life?
455. So it'd be 4 plates and a 25.
How much did you weigh? Do you know?
Probably 240. Between 240 and 245, likely.
God.
Yeah. That's when I was trying to get back in the league after my knee injury.
How long were you in the league?
4 years, 3 technically, because last year was released injured. So I got a credited season, but I was down for the whole year injured. And then took a while to get healthy, and then I took workouts for another year.
Shit.
And had a mini camp with the Vikings. And day one, at the end of the day, it was like the softball, you know, and I was like, oh, it's over. But finished up the mini camp, but that's when I got into acting after that.
Wow.
Yeah. But
You know, it's so hard, I think, for athletes to actually make a proper crossover into something like acting after having a legitimate career as an athlete.
Yeah.
And you've done that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not easy to actually make a legit crossover, to work on good stuff. I mean, you have such a variety of like a resume.
Yeah,
When it comes, I mean, when I'm speaking it's strictly to acting, like the different shows and the different films you've worked on has been such a variety, especially for a big dude.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Right.
Because you've got such a strong, cool look.
Yeah.
And you've been able to like use that and be versatile in your roles.
I appreciate it, man.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, every football player, even if they're Ray Lewis and they went out on top. I mean, I can't speak for Ray Lewis or anybody in particular, but almost every football player, even if they end on a Super Bowl and they leave on their own terms,
Yeah.
they get wildly depressed when they're done.
Yeah, man.
Because if you think about it, it's likely one of the first sports you ever played. It's likely the first time you got affirmation like you've never felt before.
Yeah, it's been like your identity since you were a kid.
You've always been, Miles the football player.
Yeah.
You know? And then you didn't have really any other real jobs, you know,
Yeah.
outside of like high school doing this, that, or the other.
Right.
You only played football. You only focused on football, and now it's stripped away from you. And you're, you know, on average retiring at like 26 years old.
It's crazy.
And now you have no other like expertise.
Yeah, you didn't
skills
have
that
time
you
to
can
dedicate
just-
to anything else.
Right. And especially like for me, some guys, they do a good job of checking other stuff and options out and interests in the off season, and the NFL offers programs and stuff. But I was like, you know, I was not like a JJ Watt or that kind of like a talent. Like I just had to push everything else.
Well, you
out.
only had 3 years to actually
Yeah.
like showcase.
And that's a lot of people. So you get out and you're just like, what do I do? And 80% of players, when they retire within, I want to say it's either 3 or 5 years, they end up divorced, broke, in jail, or
Jesus
a
Christ.
combination of those three. 80%.
It's probably so hard to manage the money that you do get
Yeah.
because it's like, how do you now make that last? It's the
Yes.
same problem actors encounter.
Yes.
It's like you can
Yeah.
come into a lot of money one year because you're basically self-employed. You are your own business.
Yeah.
So you can make a shit ton of money one year and then go and basically make next to nothing the next.
Yes.
So it's like just because you come into a big paycheck now, some people may look at that and be like, oh my God, look what you made in 1 month.
Yeah.
But if that's all you make for the entire year,
Yeah.
you're like, I got to make that shit stretch.
Yes.
So it's so important to know how to properly
Yeah.
stretch that or safely invest it or whatever it is because it's so unpredictable when and how the paychecks come.
1,000%. It's actually a perfect parallel because it is similar in football. Like, yeah, I've got this 4-year contract, but nothing's guaranteed
Right.
past like this signing bonus. So, yeah, I know I'm supposed to make 500 next year, but like I don't even know. I might not make the team, or I might get
Right.
injured.
There's no guarantees.
Yeah, and so then, and it's like that with acting. You get this big pop, and even if you're a series regular and you make a few $100,000, there's no guarantee you get picked up.
No.
And then there's no.
And then if that's all you make, you got to make that stretch for 5 years.
Yeah,
like
you don't get the security switch in your mind because
it's,
you know you got.
It's not like something where you have that guaranteed locked in as a yearly salary.
Right.
Laugh song.
I'm just gonna do a single here.
Get it.
Yeah.
Woo! Or, yeah, 245.
45.
You mind if I ask how much this setup right here was?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and calculate it.
Is it under
I
10?
mean,
5
With
to 10?
everything I put into it between like.
No, I just mean this.
Oh, just this.
Just
Yeah,
this.
definitely under 10. I can't remember exactly what it is.
5 to
Rep
10 or
Fitness
something?
PR 5000.
It just looks really high quality. That
Yeah.
way.
So it's actually really well priced, really high quality. Like where it added up a little bit for me was like adding the attachments, like the adjustable lever arms, the front this, like the
Right.
stabilization parts, the pulley system.
Yeah, like having it completely filled out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like tricking out a Jeep, you know?
Yep. All right.
Get you off there. First one. Here we go. Bang. There you go. There you go. Yep. Get it on. Hardly helping. Good job. Good set. Thank you, brother.
The Hulu movie. was in person. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it was a callback. It was a director, but that was my first time. I mean, it was a self tape, and then callback was in person with the director. But that's the first one I've had in years, as far as
Really?
in person
Yeah.
goes.
That's wild.
I even tested for a show last year, and it was all virtual.
Virtual.
Literally testing for the network in my apartment.
Who else was on the Zoom, or did you even get to know?
Yeah, they showed all them. So yeah, it was producers, network executives,
Yeah.
director, writer, and then of course they all hid themselves when I did my read. But yeah, in the beginning, it was just like when I stepped into the test for Stargirl when it was like a studio full of 20 executives. But in this case,
They're just
it was
online.
20 executives just on Zoom, which,
Yeah.
if anything, is more beneficial as far as the intimidation factor goes.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, you're in your apartment, you're in your space, you can't really see them even though they're there.
Yes.
So you just feel it's like you and the reader.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. They I had one of those this year with the Universal action movie with Ki Kwan. I'm blanking on the name of it. They ended up giving it to Marshawn Lynch, but it was all that same situation. But they had me tape it on my own behind the computer.
I've done. Oh yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I actually do that on my own so I can watch it back
Yeah, smart.
for myself, even if they don't ask for it.
Yeah.
I just do it so I can
See what it was.
see how it went, because you kind of black out when you do it.
Yeah, you do.
You know. So. Got it. Come on, big dog. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Good.
Not
Yeah.
getting two on that one.
I mean, hey, that was a strong one.
In my city.
What is that? 405.
That's 405.
Woo! All right, let me hit this.
Yeah. I don't know all those cool techie tricks yet. Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
No problem, dude.
Hey, make sure you edit that. Man was going to be his biggest, but that changed homes and completely recasted.
Several times, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be Noah Centineo and then him, and
Yeah,
they
now it's
just
some new
cast some
dude.
other small guy too.
But yeah, brother. He was in American Horror Story for a while. I'd say one of the bigger ones was the one with Aaron Paul, the series, not Breaking Bad, the other one he did. Forgot what it was. He played Aaron Paul's son.
Okay.
Got him going.
Did he give you any insight of what it looked like transitioning to like the big three or anything like that, or like how that do they come to him?
Reps, you mean?
Yeah.
He's been with UTA for as long as I've known him.
Oh,
So
his career was already off before you met him.
Yeah, I mean, but not off. Like
I just always
they
wonder how they
sign
make the
sometimes.
decisions.
Sometimes they sign people just based on promise. Like
Yeah.
he didn't. I honestly don't know. This vest may be a problem for me. Maybe
Yeah,
I need to
let me
take
get
it
on
off. I
this.
could take it off, or can you raise it? Yeah.
Let me get you under that other one.
Perfect. Thank you, brother.
There you go. More iron. Whew.
All right, hold on. Do your thing. I'll watch. I just got to check in. There we go, champ. I got a couple minutes here. What do you got on that right now?
This is 30.
Okay.
I'm
When
gonna,
you're done with that, I'm gonna just curl with it.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Serial killer forearms. I call them.
Let's go.
Ah.
Ah. There we go. You said it.
And then when you're done with those, just Then we do some tricep push down.
All right.
Give him that bicep vein angle. You know.
Yep. It's all about the angles, folks.
Woo.
Ah.
How's Jay doing?
He's good, man. We just recently started getting back in touch when I wrote this thing, and
Yeah.
he's great, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
You been in touch at all with anyone else? Seti Case or Luke or?
Luke mostly. From safety, yeah, mostly Luke and you. And then, I'll keep up with a lot of the guys still through socials mostly.
You talked to Seti Case at all or no? Chris?
Yeah, a little bit through socials, but I need to do a better job keeping in touch with him. He's such a great guy.
I know. We had all great dudes, man.
Probably one of my best friends is Steven Van Tifflin.
Okay.
He's in Atlanta. He was on safety.
Okay.
He was one of the
Players?
players. You'd know him if you saw him. I'll show you a picture.
Nice.
He's doing
Let's get
great.
a champ.
I'll try that. I'll see what that weight feels like.
Yeah, he should be good. Whoa.
What time is it? Can you tell me real quick?
243.
Okay. My manager and agents see if they want to toss it around.
Okay.
Set up meetings.
Do they do literary as well, or do they just?
I think they have literary departments, but I'm not focused on that. It's more so just their connections that they have as individuals.
Okay.
But the biggest thing, the best way to get something sold is getting some big name attached, because that's truly what gets investors. That's just the sad fact. If they have some big name, it makes it shiny and exciting.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes.
Is that one the lead further going to be a big name or not really?
Well, that's the goal. That is the goal. You make sure you just cut all this.
Yeah.
There we go.
But like when you're doing that, this won't be any.
So I'm just bringing it
details
to
of the project?
Yeah, I've got A-lister friends.
Yeah.
This can all be included. That I'm going to bring it to. That I'm going to say, hey, do you have any interest in attaching yourself to this?
Okay.
And if they do, that immediately makes a project fire.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
people will get excited. Yes, sir. Woo! Come on, big country.
Ah.
That's some steak.
Yeah, buddy.
That's some steak.
All right, that's it for me. I'm gonna do one more tricep push down.
I'm just doing this, and
Do a
I'm going to
little
wrap it up.
flex. Ah.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's
ain't
go,
some meat for
baby.
you.
I think that could be a wrap for me.
Dude, appreciate you,
My
man.
guy, thank
Awesome
you for having
time.
me.
Awesome
Let's fucking
time.
go. What a blast.
Hunter Sansone, guest starring in the
Miles Burris.
Miles Meathead Garage series.
Let's go, baby. First
you
of
guys-
many.
You guys are gonna see a whole lot more of him. I'm sure you've already seen some of the stuff he's been in. He can wear his heart on his sleeve. He can do the fun stuff. He can do the stunts. He can produce. He can write, direct. He's got a lot of good things already in the works.
Appreciate you, brother.
Stay tuned in.
Right
Then
back
catch
at this
you
guy.
What, at Hunter Sansone on Instagram?
Hunter's, he's still learning how to pronounce my last name. Sansone.
Sansone.
It's all right.
It has an E, which is silent.
Right. Hunter Sansone. That's it. Miles Burris, the third.
Yeah, the third time. Sorry. I was gonna have three.